Every second wasted, waiting for your product to be perfect, is a second your dream slips through your fingers. Right now, millions of founders suffer in silence, trapped in the cruel paradox of wanting to launch but feeling paralyzed by the need to build something flawless first. The system tells you, first build, then push. But that's a lie. A trap engineered by old rules designed to stop you before you even start. The brutal truth: elite founders don't wait for a product to exist before they conquer distribution. They hack the process, they flip the script, and they crush barriers that stop the rest in their tracks. The question burning inside every relentless founder, investor, and leader is not, how do I build the perfect product? But how do I reach people before that product even breathes? This battle isn't about features or code or endless tweaks. It's about mastering a game no one talks about openly. The battlefield is in the connection, the story, the fever pitch of desire you create before you have anything tangible. It's about wielding your willpower like a weapon, bending reality so aggressively the market can't look away. This is the dark art of pre-product distribution, the secret weapon of founders who turn ghost dreams into thunderous reality. The pain is real, feeling invisible when every second counts, hearing crickets when you scream into the void, watching freedom slip away as time drains your passion and money. But elite founders refuse to accept this fate. They refuse to wait. They dismantle the prison of doubt and inaction. They ignite a chain reaction fueled by clarity, relentless focus, and the precise movement of every piece on the chessboard. What does this fragmented, misunderstood path look like? It starts with the relentless obsession to answer one question: who will care before anything exists? Because distribution isn't just electrons flowing through systems. It's the ability to build an audience, a tribe, a fierce army of believers who crave your vision as if they've already seen the result. That hunger is your real product before a product belongs to the world. The elite founders lock eyes with this hunger and say, here's the truth. People don't want another product. They want transformation, meaning, identity, connection. And they deliver it, even when their product is nothing but a promise in the dark. Forget sprays of ads and noise that fade the moment money dries up. The elite forge real relationships, raw and human, grounded not in hype, but authenticity. They don't just find early adopters. They cultivate co-creators with skin in the game, people who shape the vision, sharpen it, defend it. The early believers who turn the invisible into unstoppable momentum. There's a method to this madness, and it radiates with relentless simplicity. It begins with storytelling, that primal pulse of passion that can spark a wildfire in even the coldest market. It's not about selling features. It's about painting a future so vivid that their hearts race before they've even touched your product. This is not a tactic for the faint-hearted. It requires brutal honesty, the kind that rips apart ego and forces you to see where you are truly vulnerable. It demands radical focus, the elimination of distractions that breed noise, not signal. Elite founders sacrifice comfortable illusions for unvarnished reality. Who will move first? What pain point will crack wide open if you dare to solve it first? They don't waffle in indecision. They choose an edge and cut through the noise with precision. And here's a secret you won't hear often. Distribution before product is not about mass appeal. It's about forging ironclad connections with the few who burn as fiercely as you do. Those few become your rocket fuel. Beyond obsession with people lies obsession with context, understanding the ecosystem you enter with total clarity. Elite founders act like detectives hunting clues in cold markets. They map the pains, desires, and invisible rules that govern attention. Because distribution begins with knowing where your tribe lives, breathes, and fights their daily battles. It's a guerrilla operation, not a broadcasting one. They infiltrate communities with surgical care, helping, not spamming, listening, not shouting, learning, not guessing. The result is a magnetic trust that transcends product stage. This is the sharp edge no textbook teaches. Many founders ignore this and wait in shadows, hoping product will speak for itself. It doesn't. The market is deaf to silence, but hungry for signals of commitment and vision. Early distribution births a feedback loop, a living dialogue between creator and user that refines product with surgical accuracy because it's informed by raw human data. Every message you send, every conversation you forge with your tribe before product shapes the very DNA of what you will build. This is not luck or chance. It's deliberate strategy. Elite founders build distribution first because they harness the power of anticipation. The electrifying charge felt when the masses realize a powerful force is about to arrive, changing their world permanently. You might think building this requires enormous resources or an impossible level of charisma. The truth cuts deeper. It requires sovereignty, a refusal to be shackled by doubts and external validation. It demands a radical mindset shift from "I need permission" to "I own my will." This fierce independence allows founders to construct reality on their own terms. Every pitch, every post, every email is a statement of sovereignty. This vision will happen because I will make it happen. And the market hears it. Because humans don't just buy products. They buy determination, conviction, and the rare kind of fire that can't be extinguished by a lack of physical proof. The elite understand timing is not outside control. It is forged through patience and persistent action. They play a long game where every touch point is a seed planted deep in fertile soil. Distribution before product isn't a sprint. It's an enduring cadence. They respect the slow burn, knowing patience is a crucible where true belief transforms from ember to inferno. They fight the urge for instant gratification because they know the greatest empires are assembled from countless micro-wins before the world sees the castle. One of the most overlooked truths is this: ownership of narrative is the gateway to early distribution. Elite founders don't just tell their story, they own it fiercely. They control when, how, and where the narrative flows. They write it authentically, carving space for vulnerability, struggle, and ultimate triumph early on. This builds trust not on product specs, but on human truth. Potential users and partners become allies who carry the vision with zeal, who evangelize because they feel part of something meaningful before it's even fully born. And here's the kicker. Elite founders embed themselves into networks, not by chasing volume, but by amplifying essence. They align with complements, not clones. Those rare connections ignite synergy that scales much faster than blunt force approaches, overwhelmed by noise. It's a beautiful contradiction that true expansion comes through selective connection. In a world drowning in sameness, they thrive on difference. Knowing that contrast is the crucible from which power is forged. The power to distribute without product is the power of alliance, the power to find the misaligned and construct alignment that moves mountains. This world doesn't reward waiting or hoping. It eats doubt for breakfast and thrives on relentless forward movement. What elite founders show us is that product, no matter how polished, is useless without a battle-ready distribution engine. And distribution before product is about so much more than marketing. It's about belief. The belief so deeply seated in you and your circle that every action echoes with purpose. This belief breaks the world's illusions, transcends borders of discipline, and refuses to be bound by the easy lies sold to the many. If there is one last truth to imprint, it's this: legacy begins not with the things you build, but with the humans you move. Distribution before product isn't a cruel shortcut. It's a sacred path, reserved for those done waiting for permission, for validation, for conventions to bend. Those who dare take this path will find their audience and their power in places no one else dares look. They hold the weapon of revolutionary patience, fierce relationships, and a clarity of purpose sharpened against the grindstone of reality. They liberate themselves from invisible prisons of comfort and conformity and remake everything on their own terms. This is the call for those who feel that fire inside right now, that tension that screams you were made for more than echoes and guessing games. Don't wait to build the perfect product. Build the perfect distribution first. One heart, one mind, one fierce connection at a time. Because once the world believes, the product will follow, and with it, a storm of change so powerful, it will rewrite every rule you thought was unbreakable. This is the secret of elite founders, and it's waiting for you to take it. Don't just watch anymore. Step in, burn brighter, and watch your vision move through the world before it ever exists.